The 2004-2011 Honolulu rail proposal went nowhere. As you know, the city claims that the project is starting any time now, which is very, very far from the truth. But I want to start by introducing myself. First of all, I went and I finished engineering at the Aristotle University in Greece, and then I went for 5 years Northwestern for master's and PhD. I suspect quite a few of you will be applying to Northwestern. As you know, it's one of the top 10 schools in engineering and one of the top 3 schools in transportation. So good luck, and I can help with a recommendation if you're really, really good. And then for 20 years, I've been teaching at the University of Hawaii, and I am one of the very few professors that is actually a subcommittee chair of the National Academy of Engineering, the unit that is called Transportation Research Board. Some of my clients or customers for research and projects include the State Department of Transportation, Attica Tollway in Athens, the National Park Service, and the Federal Highway Administration. What is our biggest problem? Well, if you take the third column, this is a ranking of the largest metropolitan areas. Honolulu is the most lane deficient city in the nation. People who are clueless about transportation in general, they claim that, a fixed guideway with 20 stations can solve traffic problems. However, you got to look in the detail in which our city operates. We have a very high carpooling rate. A lot of people carpool. We have a very high drop-off rate. This is things that they don't even do in the mainland. But I guess that over 90% of you were dropped off at school today. We have a very high multi-job rate. People have multiple jobs in order to survive in Hawaii. UH is a commuter school. People go to school and then go to work or go surfing and all. They do a lot of things. Tourists, we have tourists running around town. We have the de facto population of about 100,000 tourists any day on Oahu, milling around with rental cars, vans, and all. Businesses, we don't have heavy industry. We have small businesses, service industry. All of them are on the road trying to do various service calls. And we have a consistent bus ridership going down. If you combine all this, the least suitable solution for our traffic problems is a fixed guideway. I mean, we are talking about pure ignorance of what is going on in terms of planning in this city. Here is the proof. This is DBDT statistics of annual passenger load per bus. The truth is out there. Go seek it, find it. Why do you want to invest more in mass transit? People do not use it. Worse yet, look at me. I'm up on the fire helicopter doing freeway surveillance for one of my projects. Why the heck am I presenting this picture? Well, it is 7 o'clock in the morning, the freeway is jam-packed, and the bus depot has 80 buses parked, not out in the street picking up passengers at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. Talking about mismanagement. So we don't know how to run things. We don't know how to solve our transportation problems. We want to do a $6 billion rail system. Move on. What did the voters approve in 2008? Here you will see a lot of games of deceit and misinformation. In 2008, when voters went to the booth, they voted for light rail, costing under $5 billion and going through Salt Lake. What is the reality in 2010? We are getting heavy rail, it's costing well over $5 billion and it's going through the airport. Funny thing, when you look at all the charter amendments, all of them really passed with 70% of the vote. This one passed with 50.6% of the vote. This is direct out of the Office of Elections. So it was a marginal success, if any. This is a polarizing issue. Half of the population does not want the rail. I want to make a comparison here between two comparable systems. One was built, the other maybe will be built, because we need to learn from history. So here it is. Tren Urbano. I'm going to move to the screen because I need to explain that to you. You need to have a clue of what has happened elsewhere to guess your own future. So San Juan, Puerto Rico, why am I making this comparison? They are both an island. They both get or will get heavy rail. They are both under the supervision of the Federal Transit Administration. and they both have the same consultant, Parsons Brinckerhoff. What is more important to see is that Honolulu and San Juan, under 1 million, close to 4 million. A lot of people over there, right? Look at their income. Our median income is $50,000, they're 17, so they're poor. They're dependent on transit to go to work. Motor vehicles, we have 1.5, they have 0.6. They don't have enough cars. They are transit dependent. So you would think that this is going to be a big success, right? You gave them rail. People ride it like mad. Okay, let's look at this now. This is the facts. Parsons Brinckerhoff, a customer-oriented, in other words, they will do whatever you tell them to do, estimated a cost of $1.25 billion. FTA approved that. They built it. Actual cost, 100% more. Parsons Brinckerhoff estimated 80,000 riders. FTA approved that. Their actual riders in the year of opening, 25,000, is one of the biggest embarrassments in the professional world. They offered the train for free for a year, and if you go to Wikipedia now, you will see that 6 years later, they cannot even get 40,000 people. In other words, they cannot even reach the 50% mark on this. Remember, San Juan, Puerto Rico is 4 million people? How much is Honolulu? 900,000. What is Parsons Brinckerhoff prediction for Honolulu? I'll show it to you in a minute. 97,000.